What's happening with y'all?
What's going on?
It's your favorite twin. Too tall.
Too short.
Come on now.
Too short.
Dang.
Too short. You know, somebody asked if when we were younger, if my name is Too Short because I was too short to do the things I guess that Too Tall did.
People just funny.
He was a kid. He was dead serious. He was dead serious.
Golly.
He was dead serious, boy.
Nah.
Oh, man. I mean, hey, I guess according to the standards, the averages, they saying I'm short. You know?
No, it ain't the size of the dog.
5'9". Barely 5'9".
Shoes on, goddamn.
Hey, boy, shoes, boy, on the field now. I'm 5'10" on the field.
Ain't the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight that's in the dog. That's what they say.
Sometimes it's both. Sometimes it's both.
Yeah.
Cause I done seen some little dogs that got a lot of fight. Some big dogs that ain't got much fight. And it still don't turn out right. So, you know. Man. But how was y'all's Thanksgiving, man? Hope it was good.
Was it?
Food was off the chain in my crib. I know y'all saw it.
I ain't show y'all mine. I ain't want y'all to be disappointed in what y'all had. You feel me?
I had to listen to what. Okay. Yeah. Disappointed in what we had. Okay.
I didn't want y'all to be disappointed, so I just kept it to myself. But that mac and cheese,
boy. Hey, boy, my baby made some mac and cheese with the cheese on top was burnt.
So what? You gotta have it like that.
You know what I'm talking about? That extra crispy cheese underneath.
That's what you gotta do. You take the aluminum foil off. You put that thing back in the oven, uncovered.
Okay.
For a little bit, and then, you got that brown at the top.
Yeah.
That's what you do. I switched up my recipe a little bit for a little bit more ooey gooey.
What you do?
I just switched up what I put in there.
Obviously.
One thing. But you're trying to let the cat out the bag.
Oh.
I can't give everybody everything.
Yeah.
I'll let you know off camera.
I dropped 2 birds up in that grease.
Oh, you made 2?
Yeah, I made 2 fried turkeys.
Okay.
I made 2 fried turkeys.
Rome, how was your turkey, man?
Red velvet cake. Hey, we had to teach him how to make it, man. You had to teach him how to make that thing.
Hey, you eat cranberry sauce?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the only thing I feel like I was missing.
Here's the deal. I saw somebody made a comment that said, if you have cranberry sauce, if you don't have cranberry sauce, that ain't what it is. But this is what I have to say. That if you need cranberry sauce,
right,
then that dressing ain't what it is.
It ain't it.
Because my mama dressing don't need no cranberry sauce. Don't need no cranberry sauce, my boy. And honestly, I haven't ate the cranberry sauce probably in the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah, me neither. But for some reason I was just missing it or something.
But this year it was out, and I took a little slice of little cranberry sauce. Probably because my wife been having me eat them egg whites, so I wanted some. I was trying to get everything I could get. I was trying to get everything I could get in, boy. Boy, I went crazy on the Went crazy on the pies. Cheesecake is a pie.
It's a cake. Okay? Cheesecake.
Tea cakes ain't cakes. Tea
you're not
cakes
eating
are
a cheese pie.
It is. Boy, let me tell you, somebody hopped up in my DMs talking about, well, it depends on if you bake it. I said, hold on, my boy. I say, my boy, he getting them HEB cheesecakes. And he thinking it's just froze just already. You gotta make it, my boy. You make the cheesecake and you make the cake, my boy. Hey, he hit me back. I say, say, man. I say, I say, man, you bake both cheesecake and the cake. He said, you know what? My bad, my boy. You right. He said I'm tripping. But cakes don't have crust.
That's funny.
What do you have to say about that? No, I haven't. No, I have not had a cake with a crust. Cakes don't have crust.
That thing is a cake.
How? Cakes don't have crust.
Cake.
Pies
it's in the name.
The name don't mean nothing though.
It's in the name.
Tea cakes. What are those?
Tea cakes.
They're cookies.
They're cakes.
No, they're
shaped
not.
as cookies.
Pancakes.
You got me on the pancakes, but it's
tea
fluffy
cakes
just
though.
like cakes.
But tea cakes are cookies though.
Yes.
They cookies. They
All I'm
fluffy,
saying is, on the vote.
Oh, you lost the vote.
We lost?
I don't know. I ain't even go back to check at the end. It was like I think it was like last time I checked it was like 55 cake, 45 pie. But people, obviously, if I got people in my DMs talking about you got to bake it, we got a lot of people out there that don't
really know what's
so we surveying folks that have no clue. That wasn't good. You know what? I'm about to drop something on y'all though.
What?
They try to say that a cheesecake is not. They say if you look it up, it'll say that it's not a cake, but it'll also try to say that it's not a pie and that it's a tart. I said, get that crap out of here.
Nah.
The reason why they try to say that it's a tart,
we ain't doing no tart.
What did it end up being? Yeah, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Unanimous.
The facts. Hey, that don't mean nothing. The vote don't mean nothing.
Hey, I appreciate y'all out there.
Hey, that just showed me that more people don't know what they talking about.
Hey, don't let them bring you down. Don't let them bring you down.
They say a tart is surrounded by crust, right, with a cream filling. Oh, no, a pie is something surrounded by crust with a cream filling. No, say that's a cheesecake. But you put they saying on pies it has to have pies like cheesecakes have the strawberry or the jams that makes it a pie. But a tart don't have that on it, I guess.
So the topping makes it a pie.
Bro, it's a pie, but it ain't a cake. I know that. That's a fact.
It's a cake.
It's not a cake.
It is.
All right, let's move on with the show.
All right, now.
All right. So I want to read y'all something that I found. Tell me what y'all think about this, and we can chat about it. It says, sports parents. Before you coach your kid in the car on the way home from the game, please ask yourself this. Do I want my kid to continue playing sports? If the answer is yes, bite your tongue and just tell your kid, I'm proud of you and I love watching you play.
You what? Hold on.
How do you feel about that? I'm
gonna
read it one more time.
Really like that last part.
I'm gonna read it one more time. Before you coach your kid on the way home from the game, please ask yourself this. Do I want my kid to continue to play sports? If the answer is yes, bite your tongue and just tell your kid, I'm proud of you and I love watching you play.
What we proud of? That's my first thing.
Because you biting your tongue because they didn't do something right. So you proud of...
No. So if you got to bite your tongue, that means they didn't do something right. So how are you proud of them not doing something right?
People, you should be proud of them regardless.
And that's where the disconnect is, right? No. Yes, I feel like it's a sticky topic, but especially if you play sports and let's say your child is playing the sport that you played and they ain't doing what you know needs to be done. For me, I can't just bite my tongue during the game. Yes.
Yeah, you watch.
I'm going to just watch. I'm not going to be trying to coach them when they're out there.
Yeah.
They got to coach.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But when we get in that car,
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
You need to do this. You need to do this. You need to do that.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel like. Is it because you don't want to hurt the kids' feelings?
But they went as far as saying if you want your kids to continue to
play sports, you should be
bite your tongue.
So if they're doing something wrong, you shouldn't tell them that they're doing something wrong.
I guess the idea is that they're going to get told by the coaches, so they don't need to hear it from you. I disagree as well, and this is why I disagree. When your kids, you give them positive feedback and negative. They need both. So when they play well, so when they get in the car, you proud of them, you tell them they did good, you do all that. But when they play bad, you don't say nothing.
You can't say nothing.
No, that's not life. That's not how life, that's not preparing you for nothing, if you ask me. I think you do have to have a good balance, but man, you got to be able to. I think the way you deliver it does matter.
Yes, that's the biggest thing.
It does matter, but dang. So you mean to tell me that you can't give any constructive criticism to your own child right after the game? To me, they need to be able to learn how to deal with that, especially if these kids want to go to high school, to college. Right after the game, you're getting interviewed. You just got your butt kicked. You're getting interviewed. You're going to have strangers in your face asking you questions that you really don't want to answer, but you got to handle that.
Right.
So what better way than to practice? And you might have to get your kinks with your parents. Like one time you get on them, they might respond or might fold up, but that's where you gotta coach them through that. You gotta pull them through that.
Mental toughness.
You gotta teach them that.
Yeah, where else they going? Yeah, granted, they can learn it from
where?
From the coach. They can learn from the coach, but apparently it ain't been working. So now we at this point.
Oh, that's a good point.
Now we at this point. Do I keep letting my kid go to this coach and let the coach, but my kid isn't getting better or isn't getting the right instructions or whatever the case may be? Do I just sit back and just let that happen?
Maybe they're saying right after the game because emotions are high.
No, that's when you talk about it. Right after the game, it just happened. It'll be fresh.
Yeah, and then let it go.
Let it go.
Move on from it.
But I do feel how you present it.
Yeah.
Now everybody knows their kids, right? So, you can talk to your kid one way that might not work for me.
Right.
How I talk to my kid,
true.
I might have to approach it a little different.
Even with your own kid,
right? You
might have a different strategy.
Right. I got 3 kids. One might take it a certain way, the other might take it a different way. Yeah. Right. You got to know how to approach your kids, but who better to give them constructive criticism than their parent, than you?
I don't know. I just think about this whole thing like, okay, so if I'm teaching my son to weed eat, and he goes, let's say he's got a little weed eating job.
All right.
And he got a client and he weed eat and he mess up bad. His little client get on his butt. Like, hey man, what is going on? You're not supposed to weed eat off in here. You messed up. Look at this dent. Look at that. Look what you did. I go pick up my son after he didn't hit the block. They tell, I find out he done messed up. Because it's fresh, I'm not supposed to teach him in the moment. What? I'm supposed to bite my tongue. It's okay. We go home. No. It's a good teaching point. It's a good moment. It's a good moment to me to be able to learn how to deal with stress and also learn how to deal with making a mistake and taking the heat for it. Like, that's just a part of sports.
And learning from it.
Like, how do you...
I don't know. Too soft. That's the problem. Too soft.
I think we're just going
too soft on these kids.
We're going too far. I'll say this. My dad. Now, when my dad coached, this is unique. I think because my dad was actually coaching me, and baseball and basketball the most. Tensions for whatever reason, attitudes seem to run higher in basketball than football. You know what I mean? You kind of lose your temper a little bit. I feel like in basketball. I don't know why. I just baseball too. I felt like I lost my temper a lot more in those. I would get kind of, mad if I struck out or if I missed a ground ball or something that I know whatever. When my dad was coaching me, he would coach me hard. I'm talking about in the game, he would be on my butt. I would get coached hard. If I had a bad game, he was on my tail during the game. And then he was on the team right after the game. But on the way home, I didn't hear nothing because he was coaching me. Mm-hmm. So he had already laid in me.
He already gave it to
you. You know what I'm saying? But once my dad stopped coaching me and I began to play, for the school and stuff, shoot. After the game, if I'm riding to the house, Daddy finna let me know everything that happened in the game, good and bad. I got both. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like he leaned more to the side of criticizing me more than he praised me because he knew that I was getting so much praise everywhere else that it just, and I knew my dad loved me. I knew he cared about all that stuff. That was just the way.
But he probably knew also that you would take that and use it as fuel to go back and be like, okay, Daddy said I didn't do this. Okay, let's see what he gonna say today. Yeah. So he knew he could do that to you.
So I guess it depends on the child. I'm gonna say it depends on the whole environment that the child grows up in. Cause I don't know. I'm not with that whole thing.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Tell them I'm proud of you because I'm not proud of the performance. I'm not proud
at all.
Yeah, we out there.
Lightweight embarrassed.
We ain't just out there.
I'm walking about 10 feet ahead of you to the car, so nobody know that you mine. Meet me at the car, okay? Lightweight embarrassed. No, you just gonna lie to your kid. That's like telling your kid, "Oh, you're the best. You're the best."
Ooh,
ain't nobody beat. No, you're the best. No, you don't do that.
You can't. They need reality checks. Yes. These kids need reality checks.
Because when they get in this world,
they do. They need reality checks because right after perform, they need the reality checks, y'all.
Do, bro.
They gotta know. They gotta know the truth. Especially if you playing bad. Look, if you turning the ball over, ain't an opinion. That's playing bad. If you fumbling, you missing holes, you missing reads, missing tackles, you missing shots, dropping the ball over, that ain't an opinion, y'all. Those are facts. And it's okay to deal with that. I don't know. Man.
Yeah, I'm not with it. I'm gonna let my kid know.
I think,
especially because I'm an athlete my dang self. So
I think you should, man. I don't know. I don't like the all the way. Do you want your kids to continue playing sports? What? So you gonna quit? We got bigger problems.
Right? Yes.
We got bigger problems if you quitting. If I can't critique you, we got bigger problems. Mm-hmm. So if you can't take the criticism from me, and we don't have any trust, then I don't know what you gonna do. When
then
we
maybe
get out
you don't need to play sports. If you can't take the criticism from mama and daddy,
you don't need to play.
You don't need to play because that criticism is coming from everybody else,
and it's gonna come hot, y'all. Especially nowadays, high school with the social media, they can't take criticism from you. How they gonna deal with social media? Because if you make a bad play, it's going to be on Twitter. Somebody picked you off, pick six, or tackled you, or hit boomstick.
You on somebody highlight.
It's going to be on Twitter. And these kids ain't letting it go. Man, you got to learn how to deal with this stuff.
Too soft, man.
We got to learn how to deal with this adversity.
Crazy at the house. For real. Got to. That way when they get out there and they hear it, it ain't new to them.
Yeah. Like, what?
They're like, oh my gosh, this person just said this, and this.
Yeah.
No, they seasoned.
Yeah.
They got to come back for the comeback.
Yeah. We ready for whatever.
Nah, I'm not with that.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just happen to come from places where we got coached really hard, and my dad was on me. You know, he was on me. So my dad coached me hard, and then when he stopped, and my dad, see, at the games, he didn't coach at the game. Like, if he was in the stands, he was in the stands. You didn't hear nothing. My dad quiet. You know, hear nothing. And I played quarterback in high school. So, you know, a game I have a pick, or I had an option. I ran an option one time on the goal line and then faked the pick, then pitched it, and dude caught it, ran it in for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
Of those.
I'm dealing with all kind of adversity. You know, great games, playing good, everybody praise you. If you have a bad game, you know what people saying in the stands. You know it. But, you know, my dad, you know, that's just the way he handled things. And I don't know. I was just used to... I have learned the constructive criticism. I knew that word at probably age 8. That word, constructive criticism, has been said to me since I had T-ball.
Learn how to take constructive criticism.
Sure, and what constructive is depending on. That's an opinion,
right.
Sheesh. But I don't know, y'all. Hey, y'all chime in. Tell us, what do y'all think? How do y'all deal with your kids when it comes to sports? How do you think it should be handled? Can you criticize your kid on the way home after they played a bad game? Can you do it? You tell me.
I don't know why not. I don't know.
Y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all.
Hey, man.
Hashtag Ask Sauce Twins.
Turn your notifications on.
Share.
Hey.
What will you sacrifice to be great?